And the head of a UN inquiry looking into alleged war crimes during the conflict in Gaza in 2014 has resigned. Canadian academic William Schabas was appointed last August by the head of the UN Human Rights Council. William Schabas joins us now live from London. Thanks very much for speaking to us here at Al Jazeera. So why have you decided to step down now?
Well, there's a new attack. Israel has announced that they're going to continue to try and attack my credibility. And the officials of the Human Rights Council have now decided that they're going to proceed with a kind of an inquiry. They're going to ask for legal advice and so on. So it makes it impossible for me to continue while that inquiry is going on. The work is urgent. The Commission has to finish its job and get the report submitted to the Human Rights Council in early March. And I just have to get out of the way so it can get on with the job. I don't want this inquiry or this attempt by Israel to sabotage the whole report. So I'm stepping aside.
Sir, these allegations are concerning work that you did for the Palestine Liberation Organization in 2012, correct?
That's correct. I did a legal opinion about the International Criminal Court when the Palestine Liberation Organization was advising people on the issue of ratifying the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. They asked me for a legal opinion, and I delivered it. It was a small consultancy. I do this all the time for governments. And of course, what happens in the past is put aside when one is sworn in as a commissioner. I took an oath to be an independent and impartial member of the Commission of Inquiry, and nothing that has been done since the Commission began its work has suggested anything to the contrary. So this was something in the past, and it's out there, and now they're suggesting that I'm in some way beholden to the Palestinian Liberation Organization, but that's not the case. I'm an independent commissioner, and the Commission has conducted its work, as I think all observers have seen it work, including Israelis, with great integrity, with great independence, and great impartiality.
When you were appointed to this position, was the UN aware that you had advised the PLO?
When I was appointed, I wasn't asked for anything. I was well known to the United Nations. They had my a huge list of publications and documents and materials that I'd produced and opinions that I'd set forward. So they were aware of who I am and what I do. They appointed me on that basis. It's out there now. I don't know how long Israel's known about it. They seem to know pretty much everything. They have extremely effective intelligence, and they've just decided now to throw it at me to knock me out.
Have you come under any sort of pressure from the UN to resign?
No, I haven't. This was my own decision, and it was simply based on the fact that I believe that the Commission was put in a kind of an impasse where it was difficult to get its work done as long as these complaints about me were being discussed and were being considered. And I had to get out of the way. It's unfortunate, but this was becoming a huge distraction, and the Commission has to focus on its work and get that report done so that they can move on and so that justice can be done for the people in the region who've been victims of the alleged violations of human rights and humanitarian law.
Now, that report on what happened in Gaza last summer was due to be published next month. What happens to that now?
Well, I don't think anything happens to it. It's going to be presented in March on schedule. There's a very effective professional team that's working on preparing the report. There are 2 other commissioners who are people of great experience and skill, and they're going to continue the job. But the target that Israel set, trying to attack the Commission and attack the people on it, has become a little smaller for them, and hopefully that will make it easier for the Commission to do its work, and it will be able to deliver the product, which is the report, on schedule, and it will contribute to the work of the Human Rights Council.
Okay, but before you go, sir, just one last question. The Commission started out with 4 members, didn't it? Amal Clooney was one member as well, and she chose to resign even before the work began, and now that Commission is down to just 2 members. Am I right in saying that?
No, not exactly. The Commission started with 3 members.
Okay.
And when Amal Clooney stepped down, immediately after she was appointed, I think there was a misunderstanding about her appointment, and she stepped down, and then she was replaced. That position was filled by Mary Davis. So there have never been more than 3 commissioners, and now there are 2, and that's enough to get the job done. It might be better to have 3, it might be better to have 5, but they have 2 good commissioners who've done the work, and I'm very confident that they're going to finish the job.
Sir, thank you very much for speaking to us, William Schabas, former head of a UN inquiry looking into alleged war crimes during the conflict in Gaza 2014. Thank you, sir.